Welcome to F.O.S.T. I'm your host, Aaron Flowers, along with Charles Becker, who's in the house this week. We missed you last week. And Wayne Wilson. We're missing two of our counterparts, who is Erica Wright and Kai. He was helping me out today. We had to help move a friend, so probably won't be on tonight. But Kai, get your picks in. Get your picks in, man. Get your picks in. So also, Erica, you have to get your picks in too as the reigning champion. Uh, well, you're not the champion yet. You got to beat Charles, but you're winning in the case when it comes to picks. There's a lot that we would like to get into on FOST this week. Hey, Wayne, it looked like you got a glitch going on.
Really?
Yeah, it just seems like you like jab stepping, like you're doing the dance. It's really funny. Did you see that, Charles?
A little bit, but I think he's good now.
Oh,
Okay.
you good now? Okay. Yeah, we have a lot to get into. We're gonna probably make this segment a little short for this hour. Um, like I said, it's been a long week. FOST fans had a lot going on this week, but what really messed me up was Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, y'all. Daniel Jones is no longer a Giants quarterback. He is no longer affiliated with the New York Giants. The press said that Daniel Jones and the Giants mutually agreed on cutting ways with each other. What's your thoughts on that, Mr. Becker?
Somebody needs to be fired.
Agree.
That GM needs to turn in his resignation before he's fired, because he picked Daniel Jones and was on whatever that HBO special show or whatever it was, and they let go of Saquon Barkley, who's having, would you say, almost an MVP year, Aaron?
Most definitely. Most definitely.
And now
Absolutely.
you've lost. That has to be probably the bust ever off-season deal, especially now releasing this guy who I wish Kai was on here, because I know he's going to cry because he was hoping more losses, but they probably still would get that anyway. But it's sad to say, because it's almost like, where do you go from here for him?
What's your thoughts, Wayne?
I don't know. I think there might be some backdoor deal that they're gonna give him. Some, they probably pay him off a little more money than what his contract said for him to leave. Because I don't see why he would just give up his position as, on a team as a starter when they could have put him on the bench and try out the new guy. But I think there might be some other deal that's going on for him. And on top of that, where is he going to go? I mean, he only other team I think he might go is, it might be the across the bridge to New York, the Jets, because I don't think there's any other team out there that would probably want to invest in him.
The Jets already have established weapons. Like when you talk about the Jets, besides Aaron Rodgers, they have the wide receivers, they have the defense. I didn't even think about that way, the Jets being. But they said that San Francisco is in the running for him because I know Brock Purdy hurt his shoulder. And the Raiders. Now, thinking about it, the Jets would probably be a better fit for him because he has all the weapons that he needs. But will they release Aaron Rodgers for him?
I would say yes. I would have to say yes.
Would you release Aaron Rodgers, Wayne, for Daniel Jones?
It all depends on what Aaron Rodgers is going to do at the end of the season. Is he going to stay with the Jets at for the 25-26 season, or is he just going to retire?
The boy need to retire. He
Yeah.
sucks. Like, look. Let me get into the camera on this one.
We're gonna have an Aaron moment.
Man, brother, you got every. Let me some light on this one. Okay, here we go. Brother, you got everybody fired. You got everybody fired. You got all your boys and your homies up in there. Y'all looking like y'all going to the club every game. Y'all ready to do something phenomenal and go to the club instead of playing football. It's crazy to me. It's just crazy to me, Aaron Rodgers, that you won one Super Bowl, got all these MVPs, and you talk about following in the footsteps of Brett Favre, and you go to the Jets, just like Brett Favre went to the Jets. Didn't do well, but went to the Jets. Brother, let me tell you this now. Aaron Rodgers, you used to be that bad man. Now, I need you to retire. Hang up the cleats, get into broadcasting, sit next to Tom Brady. Learn something, brother, because you're killing the Jets, man. The Jets look like the WETS. Wet, wet, wet. Like, you just can't do nothing, Aaron Rodgers. And you're making the Aarons look bad in all categories, brother. And my name is Aaron, and you're messing me up, bro. You're messing me up. Now, I don't know what tattoos you need to get or what tattoos you need to erase from your body in order to get your game back. Maybe that
But I
cat.
thought he was taking the youth juice.
Even if he's taking the youth juice, it ain't helping. It ain't helping. You look
He is truly a Ron.
That's right. You look old, brother. Now, all I got to say is, if I had the choice of two evils, I would have to pick Daniel Jones over Aaron Rodgers at this time. At this time, if Aaron Rodgers could ever look like an old Aaron Rodgers, then that would be something different. But right now, I would think Daniel Jones would look good. Now, here's the problem with this, and I know I'm going a little bit off the script here, but here's the thing, and it came to my mind. I was speaking to someone else about this because he was a Jets fan. He's a Jets fan, and so what my thoughts was is this, y'all. Jerry Jones wants Deion Sanders and his son to come to Dallas. I think Jerry is willing to tank the season, really tank the season in order to get in the high class of those picks. He signed Dak Prescott to that big deal, right? Then he signed CeeDee Lamb to their big deals. Notice who they didn't sign was Michael Parsons, which I think his rookie deal, his rookie contract to be up at next year. So, Jets fans, this is what I would suggest you do. I suggest you not even take Daniel Jones. I suggest you to stick with Aaron Rodgers to the rest of the year. And at the end of the year, let him go. If that thing falls through with Dallas getting Shador and his father, Deion, they're going to get rid of Dak Prescott. I would love for Dak to go to the Jets. He fits better over at the Jets. Then they're not going to sign Michael Parsons because they need some cap space in order to sign Deion and the rest of these other cats that they're going to need. They need a running back.
Yep.
So, Micah, come on to Philly, baby. Come on to Philly. We got a spot ready for you, Micah. Come
Hey
on.
Wayne, I knew that was too good to be true. I said he
Yeah.
got
Hey, look,
a gimmick to that
we
one.
know Jerry Jones and we know Deion Sanders. He's not going anywhere unless he's getting paid. And do you think Jerry Jones have enough money to get Deion and Shador?
Yeah, you do. Because he's not going to sign. He's not going to sign. He's not going to sign Micah, right? For one. For two, What he's not going to do? He's not going to pay Dak Prescott that money. What he's going to do, he's going to say, hey, if y'all want Dak, y'all going to have to take the money along with Dak Prescott. Dak's numbers is phenomenal in the regular season. He averages over 4,000 yards per passing season.
Mm-hmm.
So now I got free cap space to go get Deion Sanders, just to rejuvenate that team. And I get rid of Michael Parsons because he a Philadelphia Eagles lover. He always on their tip when they make draft picks and stuff. Oh my God, I can't believe Philadelphia did this. Oh my God, they just awesome.
Yeah.
Guess what? And he's making podcasts with a Philadelphia Eagle and Darius Slay, Big Play Slay.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this.
Let him go.
If the Cowboys decide, if they're going to, Jerry Jones coming out in the locker room and say, look, we're going to tank the rest of the season so we can get the number one draft pick. Me being a player, being a comparative, it's like, I'm not going to tank.
Look,
and they get paid to play.
Listen, tank the season, because here's the thing. Giants already showed their hands. They're going to put DeVito in. DeVito's going to win some games. He's going to win some games. So if you look at it like in that kind of sense, Jerry, go ahead and take the season. Daniel Jones didn't want to be a part of the tanking of the game, or whatever was going on at the Giants. And see, another thing, Daniel Jones, I think Kyle was talking about Daniel Jones will be a good backup for Jalen Hurts in the Phillies. I don't want him. What do I want him for?
You already got Cody. You already got Pickett, Kenny.
I don't want Pickett.
That's enough.
I don't want him. The only reason Philadelphia got him as a second string quarterback is because he's from the Pennsylvania area. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Kai. I think I need to send Daniel Jones over there to Philly and let him maybe learn something from the starting the quarterback over there.
Bruh, what can he learn? What can he learn?
He can learn how to run and not fall down.
Look, we fall down. We fall down.
Wide open field, touchdown in front of you, and he trips over what?
His own feet. So why do we want it? Why do we want it? Why do we want it? Talking about, oh, he'll fit your scheme. He'll fit your system. No, we don't want you, Daniel Jones. We don't want you.
Neither do we.
Look, I can't see Daniel handling a Philadelphia fan base.
Oh no.
Yeah. He couldn't handle a New York fan base when they was talking about you suck.
They was booing him coming out the stadium, man.
Yeah. Can you imagine Philadelphia fans throwing snowballs at Daniel Jones during the wintertime because he keep losing?
During the game.
God damn. Wait, hold on, Aaron. Your coach, he redeemed himself. All you gotta do is play some 50 Cent, and you back on good ground.
Well, I was getting ready to say something on F.O.S.T. Well, I was getting ready to say something.
Hey, that's who he needs. He needs your coach to help toughen him up. He survived the Philly fans.
He's not going to survive it, bro. Even Nick Sirianni had to cut his hair in order to survive the Philly fans. You should have seen some of the memes. They said, see, Philadelphia fans are so harsh as a shame. They said, Nick Sirianni cut his hair, now you're on Kensington Ave, looking like a crackhead.
Yeah.
I said, yo, man, we are just so ruthless.
But it turned it around for y'all. Y'all like what, 8-2 now? Or?
We 8-2, but still, I don't want him. I mean, look, the thing about it is, I keep on going back and forth as we're talking about the Daniel Jones and things that's happening in the NFL. Is this? It is still gambling in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, he went for the field goals, and all of a sudden, Jake Jake the make field goal player misses 3 field goals, 9 points. No, 7 points. I'm sorry. 7 points. He missed the extra point. And so when I look at the points, the cover for the point spread, nobody even hit the cover because you know why? Jake the make didn't make the field goals. 7 points. So this is what and Kyle don't want to be on. I think that's why another reason he absent. Because he said, "Yo, if the mob look for him, is that boy up there?" You got Sirianni, you got Vangio, you got Big Dom. That's just like the Italian hit squad right there.
Mm-hmm.
South Philly, back in the day, used to be ran by the Merlino families, and so nobody didn't mess with people in South Philly because of the doggone mobsters that was in South Philly and the hits they used to put out on other families and stuff of that nature. You know, man, it's just like they took over the Eagles and just said, "Hey, I need you to shave some points. You're going to win, but you're going to have to shave some points. You can't make these points." That's all. You know, but Daniel Jones, I hope you find another home, but I just don't want you to go to Philly because we will eat you alive. You could go to San Fran, be a backup, learn from under Brock Purdy. Look, Kyle Shanahan. You know what I'm saying? We could do some Kyle Shanahan.
Nah, we good, brother. We good. We don't.
No,
We good.
Look,
Daniel.
he can be the placeholder. He can hold the ball when Moody goes kick.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. That's sad because you know why? If he can't do that, if he can't hold the kick, then he's gonna be like Tony Romo with Seattle. Hey Wayne, you doing that thing again? You doing the shaky shakes? Hey Charles, you see it?
Nah, I don't see it.
Oh man, he was like,
Mm.
I think they hacking my broadcast. They hacking the broadcast, y'all. They's like, we're gonna have to cut them short.
Well, you're talking about the mafia. I'm looking over my shoulder too.
And-
And say, hey,
if y'all see a red theme in my view, just let me know, please, so I can duck. So not only that, look at Detroit, y'all. I know we didn't
Yeah.
talk about this post. Detroit is blowing away teams at 50 something to 6, 50 something to 9. Yo, after you got past 45, I'd have been like Coach Carlin, they wave the white flag.
yeah,
You know,
52-6.
52-6.
I think they're making a statement. Them Lions, boy, all them years of Barry Sanders and Kyle, what's that? Megatron, and
Mm-hmm.
they finally got. They just got it, man. I thought they was gonna fall off with the injury of that defensive lineman guy, but them guys is balling, man.
You look at Hutchinson. That's what you talk about.
Yeah.
You look at Detroit, and Detroit is the time they had to lose was that week when they went against the Texans. Texas had them 23-6 or 23-3, and your boy was exposed because he threw 5 interceptions, and they still won that game. He can't do that with a good team. He can't do that with a good team. And I'm not saying that the Texans wasn't good, but the Texans was hurt. If they had their weapons, it would be a different story, you know. And so the Texan team, to me, when I looked at them on offense, was not that team where you'd be like, okay, they're gonna score every time they get the ball. No, they didn't look like that. And I love C.J. Stroud. Last year he was phenomenal. But
Right.
when you look at that team now, and you look at certain pieces that's not in there where he can be uh, really effective. It to me the Lions got away with one. They just got away with one, you know. But they made up for it, and I don't know how Doug. And I love Doug Peterson, but I don't know how he kept his job after that shellac. Because soon as the game was over, I'd have been like, Doug, come to the office, man.
Yeah.
No, don't worry about that, Doug. Don't worry about that stuff. Don't leave. You might as well leave it at home, Doug. Just Doug, bring all our stuff back, okay?
Was it
Yeah,
in Detroit or Jacksonville?
I think they went against Detroit. I mean, Detroit went against Jacksonville.
Yeah, but I mean, where did they play at? Was it in Jacksonville?
I think it was in Detroit. Let me see. No,
Because
they
I was
played
going to.
in Jacksonville.
If it was in Jacksonville, somebody should came across the PA and said, "We need you out front. Bring all your items with you and go ahead and just be done with."
Public service announcement. Doug Peterson, we're just going to put it on notice that you are fired. Please hand in your keys and everything at this particular time. God bless you and hope you find another
Yeah.
job.
Take your playbook with you.
we would be no longer using this playbook.
And this goes for all your assistants. Y'all are fired too. This is not the Philly special. Yo, and so when you look at them blowing Jacksonville out in Jacksonville, with that,
Yeah.
Doug, I don't know how you have your job. And I can understand people saying, well, Aaron, the Lions is a pretty good team. Doug was, out of his league. No, I don't take that as an excuse because here's the thing. You're a Super Bowl winning quarterback, for one. For two, Super Bowl winning coach, for one. For two, you took Nick Foles, Nick Foles, and helped him win a Super Bowl. So that means somewhere along the line, you have lost your touch in coaching, or you lost the locker room. Because how can you galvanize a group of men to lose 50 something to 6?
6.
They're depleted. Those guys don't want to play for you. They really don't. You know what I'm saying? So, Doug, I love you, but I just need you in broadcasting, bro. You and Aaron Rodgers. Maybe y'all can have a side by side talk about something. Hey, y'all can come on F.O.S.T. We love to have y'all on. We ain't paying you though. We not paying you. Okay. Just want to let y'all know that. Oh, forgot the disclaimer too. This is FOST. Remember, fans only sports talk. We are not professionals. We are just fans expressing our opinions. You hear that, my people? This is just our opinions. Do not come and shoot us. All right? That's our opinion about the game. Peace. Now, let's get into the Bengals. Charles, did you see that coming?
Nah, I didn't see it.
What is going on with the Bengals, man?
I think they might have been. I think they gave up halfway through the season
Like,
because
yo,
they look horrible.
what was the score on that? That was. Didn't they get blown out?
I'm looking now.
Yeah. No, I
34,
think
No,
it
it was
was
only a touchdown.
34 to
yeah,
27.
Yeah.
34-27. What is going on with the Bengals? Jamar Chase, you know, who what happened to Joe Cool? Let me tell you something. We in almost week 11, right?
Yeah.
This ain't no time to be cool.
Four and seven.
They 4-7.
Mm-hmm.
So could the Bengals make a run and make a playoffs? What do you think, Wayne?
Not in the division they're in.
Who's all in their division?
Let's see. Hold on.
You got Pittsburgh, Ravens, and Browns.
Oh, oh,
They're done.
no. They're done. Look, dang, are you serious? You're 4-7, and so I'm gonna have to step up to the screen again. Aaron moment here. Joe Burrow, we thank you for taking your team to the Super Bowl. We thank you for, knocking the Chiefs out that year and actually making it to the Super Bowl that time. And you got all this money, Joe Burrow. I mean, you really got all this money, and it was, it looked like you were the next coming of Tom Brady. But now we see you're no Tom Brady. I think he's overrated. That's it. I just think Joe Burrow is overrated. You know, what do you think, Charles?
I agree. I agree. I think he has good games against Mahomes, and then they want to put him in this elite level, and he's not there. He's just not there.
Um, it saddens me because you think about Joe Burrow when he first started out, and you're like, "Yo, this man is something special." Not saying that he can't be, but Wayne, what do you think is holding Joe Burrow back?
I don't know. I think, as far as this season is concerned, I think those early losses is messing with his head.
Hmm.
I think it's more. I think it's all in his head right now.
Well, he did lose to the Eagles. Thank you for that loss. Well, we dusted them boys. It's like, whew, that was a bad and vicious loss. But if he keeps on losing like this, could he be Charles? Could he be one of those um, players that we let go before? Could he be another Carson Wentz? That's what I want to
Mm.
know.
He has moments, so it makes you wonder if he gets. I mean, I don't think he's on a bad team, but I think that they kind of put him in a elite level, and he's not elite. I don't think. You got a lot of these guys that are getting these big contracts, and they're not performing at that elite level. And that's why I think a lot of people was on him saying that he's overrated. And I think so too, because when you look at elite, is he considered top five? No,
Oh,
I don't think so. I mean, he's having a bad season. Could he bounce back? Yeah. Could he be on in the right situation? Uh, a good quarterback that could take a team somewhere? Yeah, I think so. He took a team to the Super Bowl. But I think there's got to be some other factors like a run game, a strong defense, not just all the weight on his shoulders.
I do agree. I do agree. I just think that
I just want
point.
to say the talent's there. I mean, they got good receivers. They got a good running back. It's, like I said, I think it's all in his head right at this point.
Well, they're up to give them some grace. They do. Their offensive line is okay. I mean, it's not. It's average. It's not one of those elite offensive lines. I mean, I don't know how many times he's been sacked or rushed. Ooh, excuse me. But my thoughts is with Joe Burrow, we can't put him in that elite category no more. I think when you look at Carson Wentz, remember that year Carson Wentz had a phenomenal year, and then came back and he hasn't looked like that Carson Wentz in God knows when. You know what I'm saying? So, hey Charles, every time you cut your camera off, that's when Wayne starts doing the shakes. I see it now. Wayne starts doing the shakes every time you cut your camera off. It's like like he coming from the Matrix. But I just don't put him in the class of the elites. I just can't put him there. Because if you look at statistic wise, you might as well put Dak Prescott among there because Dak is better than Joe Burrow, you know. And a lot of people don't want to admit that, but hey, you heard it first on FOST. All right. Are y'all ready to get into these picks? You ready?
Yeah.
As the boy said on Harlem Nights. Ready? I'm ready. Yo, before
He
we get
said,
into the
"Champ, you ready?"
thing, before we get into things, did y'all see that trash of Mike Tyson and Jake?
Trash.
I heard about it.
Trash.
Mike
Straight
gave us a
trash.
preview. Mike gave us a preview of the fight when he turned around and walked away from the interview.
I didn't even look. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I did not. For some reason, a sleep came over my body, and I went to sleep. And I was like, okay. Um, and so someone, when I look at, how you wake up and you got all these pings on your phone, and people are like, oh, this is trash. This is garbage. This was, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what happened? And so when I looked at the previews and I started looking at the fight later on, I was like, oh, got paid off. And so when I look further, somebody said, yo, I need y'all to look at this contract. If Mike would have knocked Jake Paul out, he couldn't knock Jake Paul out. It was like certain things in the contract.
Oh wow.
And so Mike got away with 25 million. 25 million. Jake Paul got away with 15 million.
Wow.
So this fight was rigged. Like, it was really rigged. And so all I gotta say to Mike is get your money, man. You 50-something years old anyway. Shouldn't be in nobody's ring anyway. But if I'm going to be in the ring, I might as well get paid 25 million, right?
Yeah. You see,
Exactly.
Evander Holyfield was like, the fans want to see what is it called? Where it's 3 times they fight, a trilogy, I think it is. And Mike was like, nah, ain't happening.
It ain't happening.
Yeah, like, nah.
Look, because you know what? Mike understands something. He understands the business aspect of fighting now. You know what I'm saying? He done turned into a Don King, where you seen that fight was not one of the important fights that was on the ballot. When you seen the other fights, I think it was the female fights. Now that female fight was nice. The girl got rocked, but it was nice. It was an attribute to give more attention to female boxing. Now the other fight was good too, but Mike just promoting these fights so he can start getting money turned into a Don King. And so, you know, kudos to Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. Kudos to you two. You know, that was entertainment, and you got people to pay for this pay per view. No, it wasn't even on pay per view. It was on
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah.
So Netflix got all these subscriptions for this stupid fight. So kudos to Netflix too. All right. All right, let's get into these picks. We got the battle with the T's, the battle with the T's. So first we gotta give props to Jamin Winston and his win. You know, Charles Boyd came through for the Cleveland Browns and beat the Steelers 24-19 in the blizzard. It took a
In the
blizzard for
blizzard.
the in the blizzard. So kudos to Jamin Winston. Let's see you do it again. I bet you can't do it again. But you can't do it in a row. But that's okay. All right. Now we got the battle of the T's. The Titans and the Texans.
I got the Texans.
Of course.
Yeah, Texas. No brainer.
Charles. All right. I'm picking the Texans too. We have the Vikings and the Bears.
I'm going Vikings.
Charles, Aaron, Vikings.
Yep, Vikings.
Bears. Okay. And Wayne is going Vikings. We got Cowboys and Commanders. I'm going Commanders.
Yeah.
Is Dak back or is he still out?
He's out.
He's out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'm going to Commanders.
He's out for the rest of the season?
Yes. He had a torn what happened? It ripped from his bone.
Bicep?
No, it's not his bicep. It's in his leg. It's oh gosh, what it was called. It's something simple, but his was more severe, where he had to get surgery.
Oh wow.
What you call? What happened when it's right where your calf?
What, Achilles?
It's not a calf. It's not
No.
Achilles. It's oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wayne, if you could look it up, it's some look up his injury. But it's something that normally happens because AJ Brown had it and he healed from it for a couple of weeks. But his was so severe that they said it actually torn, had some damage to it where he's not coming back.
A hamstring tear.
Hamstring tear.
Yeah.
So
I'm going Commanders too.
Wayne?
Yep.
Commanders, okay.
Commanders, yep.
We have the the Patriots and the Dolphins.
I'm
going Dolphins. They're playing in Miami.
Yeah. I'm going with Dolphins too. They're on a
I'm gonna
win
go
streak.
Patriots.
Charles going Patriots.
Yeah, I'm going with
you going with the Dolphins or Patriots, Wayne?
Yeah, I'm going with the Dolphins.
Okay. You got the Chiefs and the Panthers.
Chiefs.
Yeah, I can't see. If the Panthers pull this out, Panthers win 2 straight in a row.
The Chiefs are mad.
Yes, they are.
They are mad. They going in there angry. They're gonna tear the Panthers up.
I hope so. The game of the week: the Bucks against the Giants. Game of the week right here, baby. Danny DeVito is going to be the starting quarterback for the New York Giants against a Buccaneers team that has no wide receivers. I'm picking the Giants.
Giants do have a defense.
That's right.
I will have to say Giants, even though I really.
That's true. I was almost gonna go with the Bucks, but I think I'll go with the Giants.
Go ahead with the Bucks. You want the Giants? I'm gonna give you the Giants.
Yeah.
You want Baskin Robbins? 32 flavors? I'm gonna give you.
We need to make Cal happy. Let's get the Giants a win.
Lions and Colts.
Oh, that's easy for me. Lions.
Lions. Detroit.
Yo, I'm gonna stop right here to talk about this. Another versus that probably is going to be on the hot seat is the Colts head coach, Steichen. Shane, he was great with Philadelphia as the offensive coordinator. He helped Jalen Hurts become like an MVP candidate. But some coaches are good as offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators. They're not good as a head coach. And I feel same thing with Frank Wright. And I just feel as though that he's probably going to be on the hot seat at the end of the season too. All right. We got the Broncos and the Raiders.
Broncos actually looked good last week. They beat Atlanta.
Yeah, they did.
36-6, I think it was.
Yeah, they blew them out.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go Broncos.
I'm going with the Broncos too. I like their quarterback.
I'm going Broncos just because I can't pick the Raiders right now. I just can't pick them. And that's another head coach that they signed. You know, they should have kept him as an interim. He's just not a head coach. I'm sorry. You know, what pains me is this. You know, you put this guy as your head coach, and there's other potential coaches out there. Like Juice Staley's been looking for a head coach position. He's been an offensive coordinator or an offensive uh, assistant for the longest, and nobody will give him a chance. And now he's with the Browns. Hey, he with your boy Jameis Winston, helping them win games. Ain't that something? But yeah, I don't think he's gonna have his job next year either. Yes, you heard it first on F.O.S.T. Charles said it. He ain't gonna have a job. All right, we got the Cardinals and the Seahawks.
I'm going with the Redbirds.
We ain't going with the Seahawks. I mean, the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals too.
Charles, I'm going with Seattle. I'm going with Seattle on this one. I don't know why someone just said, Aaron, pick Seattle. Okay, I'm going to pick Seattle. I'm wrong? Oh, well. I ain't going to win it anyway. I'm still in last place. Charles took my spot. I'm taking the season, y'all. I'm taking it for the number 1 pick next year. All right, we got the. Well, I shouldn't even ask y'all. 49ers and the Packers.
This one hurts, but I'm going Packers.
Woo! You! Oh my God!
Yep, it's a first.
There's no Purdy, there's no Nick Bosa.
Yeah,
Nick
Nick's
Bosa
out
and
too.
Purdy's out this game, and Green Bay's a good team.
Yep,
So
that's the way I see it. I got to go with the Packers
yeah,
because because they're already down their best linebacker and Bosa's out.
Bosa's out. That's the pass rush right there. And then Purdy, he's out. Don't know what the backup looks like. Debo is, I think
Hey,
he's playing hurt.
hey,
These guys are not healthy.
hey, Wayne. Make sure. Can you look up on your computer and make sure that Brock is not going to be playing in this
Nah, I
game?
saw it. Brock North
No,
Bosa is out, ruled out for tomorrow's game. I don't think we was able to recover from the we was never able to recover from the injuries. It's just one thing
yep,
after another.
he's missing tomorrow's game. He's out.
Yeah.
I'm scratching.
Bosa's out too.
Okay, I'm scratching. People, I want y'all to know this. These guys never go against their team. Never. They
No,
said, "I will bleed red." They will. Man, now they're going against their team. How many times did Green Bay ever beat the San Francisco 49ers?
You said what?
it all depends because when Brett was playing, it took him a minute to get over Green Bay.
When Aaron Rodgers was with Green Bay, he could never beat the Niners either.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, I am shocked, FOST fans, of these two picking against their faithful team, the 49ers, because they are hurt. Now, watch the Niners win this game because y'all didn't.
It'll still be a win. It'll
You
still
know
be a win.
what? Actually, if we could get healthy, we're really not out of the playoff race because we could win our division. The only thing is the injuries is really killing the team, man. You know, it's just like
Yeah,
one after one after one.
yeah, because Ward gonna be out.
Yeah, because of his daughter passing, so he's not playing. You
Yep.
got
Our,
Greenlaw's not out; he's still out.
our
So
condolences to Ward.
yeah,
Man,
Yeah.
it's hard to lose a child.
yeah, especially
Our
around this
family,
time of the year.
yes, prayers
Yeah,
go out to them and his family.
yeah.
Um, okay, and y'all going to the pack when the Niners need y'all most, y'all gonna pick the.
Hey, you know,
I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna write it down. Wayne
It's not for trust and believe. It's not for
Charles.
trying to catch up to Erica.
but actually, you know what, Wayne, you're closer. So I'm going to take it for the team. I'm going San Fran. Let's go.
Oh,
Change
you
my
wait
pick,
till I
Aaron.
write it down.
Huh?
You waited until I wrote it down. So now I want to say San Fran.
No, I'll stay with the pick. I'll stay with the pick. Hey, Wayne, how to make it look good.
I'm going with the Packers. Even though I think that San Fran's gonna pull it out. Um, let's see. We got the Eagles and the Rams. They're playing at the Rams.
Eagles.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I think Eagles and Lions NFC Championship game. I don't see nobody in the NFC can handle those two teams right now.
Yeah, I do agree.
Yeah.
I do agree. If they stay healthy, if
Yeah,
they stay
Right.
healthy,
That's always
if
a
they stay
issue
healthy.
if
the
it was to
Rams should
help.
have won last. They should have beat the Dolphins last week.
Yeah, they should have. Should have,
You
would
know
have,
they
could have,
got
but
they
didn't.
have everybody, so
Yeah.
they don't stand a chance against the Eagles.
Um, with Puka Nakua and they have Cooper Cup, the thing about it with Philadelphia, what scares me is this boy Quinyon Mitchell.
The corner, right? The corner.
Yes,
Yeah.
every corner, every wide receiver that went against him only averaged less than 25 yards. He shut Terry McLaurin down.
Yeah. I had him on my fantasy and I saw that he had 0 catches. I assumed he had gotten hurt. Come to find out, he was in the whole game. I was like, wow.
Yeah, he got one catch, but it was on a linebacker. It wasn't. It wasn't on this kid. This kid is phenomenal. I mean, you won't see the interceptions, but you'll see the breakups and the pass defense. I mean, this dude, and he talked junk, Charles.
Oh, really?
Yo, he told AJ Brown on his first day covering him. He said your route is trash.
The star receiver of the Eagles?
Yes,
And
he
he's a
told the
rookie, right?
no, well, AJ Brown caught the pass over top of him, but he said your route is trash. And
Hmm.
so he went against Devontae Smith and told him the same thing. He's like, your
Oh,
route is
wow.
trash. And so, and he was talking junk to Watson on the first game that he played against Green Bay.
This guy's a rookie, right?
Rookie. If he don't get defensive rookie of the year, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be really mad because he's a shutdown corner. Right now, he's a shutdown corner. They don't even want to throw his way. That's how bad it is.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. We got the Ravens and the Chargers. The battle of the hardballs.
Mm. Disappointed
I'm
in the
going.
Ravens a little bit.
I don't see. I'm not disappointed in the Ravens because of the Steelers. They always have problems with the Steelers. Always have.
They do.
Listen, you look at
Steelers
because
own them.
I picked the Steelers to beat them. Woohoo for me. you know, but they always have problems with the Steelers. When you talk about Ravens and Steelers, it's always a brutal matchup.
Mm.
And so
That
I'm
was a
not
brutal game.
disappointed in them. What'd you say, Wayne?
I said that was a brutal game.
Yeah. And they always have problems with the Steelers. That's why I picked the Steelers. But in the same token, when you talk about the Ravens and the Chargers looked very impressive last week. Who did they go against?
The Bengals.
Bengals. They beat the Bengals. Okay. Now you go against a Ravens team that's fully equipped. Now, see, the thing about it with the Ravens, if it wasn't for a couple of missed field goals, they probably would have won that game against the Steelers. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm going with the Ravens because out of the hardballs, when they went against each other in the Super Bowl, it was the Ravens that beat the San Francisco
Yep.
49ers.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the
Good.
Ravens.
I'll second that.
Yeah, I'm going with the Ravens.
And our Thursday, we got 2 Thursday night games. Hold on, maybe no, we got 3 Thursday night games. 3 Thursday nights. Y'all know they always got them heifer holes on Thursdays. I don't know what for. What for? Look, let me get up on the camera again. Let me pull this up a little bit. NFL, please. We don't always want to see the Cowboys on Thursday when we eat it. Hey, Charles, you got Wayne doing the dance again. I
Might be
just
the
want to,
camera.
yeah, I just want to put this out there. NFL. I am getting tired of watching the heifer hose on Thursday night. When I'm eating my turkey and enjoying my family, I don't want to sit up there and see all these this what you call blasphemous people on television. I don't want to see it. We're sick of it. And then you get these Dallas Cowboy fans that get upset when Dallas lose and want to tear up the house because they lost.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't fight on Dallas Cowboy fans Thanksgiving. NFL, you're messing up the homes by putting this junk on our television. All right? It's just like that movie, Who Made the Potato Salad? Stop it. Just stop it. We need something better than this. All right. The first one, and another thing, the Lions don't always have to play either, but we want to see them this time.
This
We
time.
we're not too, we don't want to see them all the time on Thanksgiving, but you know, um, I want to see them this time. They're gonna blow out the Bears.
The Bears.
Yep.
The Bears. So I'm going with the Lions. Everybody going with the Lions?
Yep.
All right. Of course, I just did a whole rant about these. They're going against the Giants. The Giants and the Cowboys, y'all. Both of these teams. Now, this is what makes it interesting. This is when we find out if they're taking the season, if Cowboys are taking the season. If the Cowboys lose to the Giants, they're looking for the number one seed. If they win against the Giants, then they're hoping that the Giants is going to mess up somewhere along another to get into the top. They need to get in the top five in order to get that.
Where are they sitting right now?
They're last in the division. I think they only
I
won
mean,
3 games.
as far as in the draft, they,
Well, it's going to be. Hold on, let me see. Raiders are 2-8. The Browns are 3-8. The Jaguars are 2-9. The Giants are two.
the Giants is actually worse.
That's right. So if Cowboys give up that loss, make another loss, and the Giants win,
To
hold
be
on,
tied.
yeah. But the Giants will have to lose the game before this week's game, Sunday's game against the Bucks. They will have to lose that game. If they win against the Bucks, then the Cowboys don't have to. The Cowboys could go ahead and lose to the Giants or win with the Giants. Actually,
The Cowboys are gonna lose that game on Thursday. The Cowboys have not won a game at home.
oh, that's right. I'm going with the Giants. But they might win this one. They might win this
It's possible, but I don't see it.
one.
I'm
Who
going
you
Giants.
Charles going with the Giants. So we went with the Giants twice in a row. Kai, don't get mad at us, man. Don't get mad at us because y'all keep on winning, bro. I'm sorry about
But
that.
I predict this. I predict that Trey Lance will start that game on Thursday
Woo!
because I don't think Cooper Rush going to do anything Sunday, and they'll think, you know what? Let's put Lance in there. Let's give him a chance.
Yo, if Trey Lance starts this game on Sunday, who do they play on Sunday? The Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're still gonna lose that game. But if they got Cooper Rush playing that game against the Commanders and they change up on Thursday, Cowboys is gonna win that game against Giants. I'll take Trey Lance over Danny DeVito any day. If y'all want to change this later on in the week to see if he
Maybe.
changes, I'm gonna scratch mine off until I find out what happens Sunday, and just hit me up and I'll change it on the paper.
All
All
right.
right. Da, 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 da. Oh, we got the Dolphins and the Packers.
I'm going with the Pack.
I'm going with the Packers too. What about you, Charles?
I think he's frozen. I think
Charles?
he was shocked all about the Cowboys.
I know, right? It's okay, Charles. You can come back. Come back to the light, Charles. I can't hear. We can't hear you, Charles. You're on mute. You're on mute. Unmic your phone. Your mic is on mute. Charles don't know how to unmute his mic. Oh, he went bye bye. See, I think the Cowboys talk was too much for him.
All right.
And then we got the Raiders and the Chiefs on Friday.
Let me tell you, the Chiefs have owned the Raiders for a while, and they're playing Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember when the Niners couldn't keep Montana, and he went to the Chiefs, and Marcus Allen got tired of running behind Bo. He went to the Chiefs, and they killed the Raiders every time they played. So I'm going with the Chiefs.
I'm going with the Chiefs too.
Based on history.
Charles, can you hear us?
I don't think he can.
Can you hear us, Charles? I don't know what's going on.
Oh.
Yeah, Charles is on mute. He's unmuted, but he's frozen.
Yeah. All right, so I guess we got the picks taken care of.
I know, right? Wayne finally got these picks out of the way. Charles is still frozen like yo, Charles, I'm gonna take you out and bring you back in, man. Let me see if I can bring him back in.
Okay.
Charles is incognito. When I look at some of the games that we saw this week, Wayne, it amazes me. It amazes me about these referees. I hate to get on the refs again, but that can't call the game right. Just call the game right. There was some holding penalties in the his iPad died. Told you go to Android, man. Leave those what you call those Apple stuff alone. But when you looked at some of the games that happened, even with the Steelers games, there was some holding calls that was not called.
Yeah. It's gonna be a discussion about the officiating in these games in the off season. Guarantee.
Most definitely. Because this doesn't make no sense. This really doesn't make no sense.
Yeah.
Why is it that when other commentators can see it and other officiators in New York can see the bad calls, that they can't correct the bad calls? This is something that really works my nerves. Like, you're asking the product to be better, or you're saying that the product is out there. What product are you bringing out there that us, the fans, that can actually see the wrong? You the one who made up these rules. If you made up these rules, then have every ref go by the rules. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, don't put them in place. Shouldn't be no. You remember back in the day when we talk about Dick Buckus and all those guys that played football, the rules wasn't really that complicated.
Hit whoever has the ball.
And it didn't matter how they felt. It didn't matter if they was, comatose. It didn't matter if they had to, help them off the field, or, get a gurney for them to get off the field. I thought it was barbaric back then, but if you see it up until now, of course you put the rules in. But like I said, if you're going to have rules like this, please enforce them. Like, us, we're the fans looking at this game, and we're like, and the Steelers is not even my team. You know what I'm saying? So it's just fairness. That's all I'm saying. Just fairness.
Call the game.
Call the game. Call the game. That's all I have to say about that. All right. Well, Erica and Kai, I hope that you were listening or looking at FOST. We do need your picks so we can tally them all, because I have to tally last week picks and this week picks together so we can find out who still is reigning as number one. Which, Erica, we know that you have help. We know that you have help, girl. So, we just want to know who it is so we can get help too.
Exactly.
Inside Scoop Erica. That's what I'm going to call it. Inside Scoop Erica. All right, Wayne, what's your final thoughts of the day?
Final thoughts of the day. I need to make a correction. It was here last week or the week before. I said something about my alma mater, Grant Union High School, the Mighty Pacers, back in Sacramento, that they were in the state championship. I was incorrect. They're almost there. They still got a couple games to play.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yep. And they made it was like a comment I saw that like this will be a third time that they're going for the state championship in recent years. So all my Pacer fans out there, let's go Mighty Pacers.
Mighty Pacers. Speaking of, let's talk about really quickly. I just want to get into NBA real quick. And just think about the games that's happening. And I already spoke to some other people about this. And I heard about Maxey calling out Joel Embiid in practice. And for me, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it as eloquent as I can. When you have issues in your locker room, and if you have an ought against your brother, sometimes it is better for you to say it in private than to say it in front of a host of people.
Yep.
And I understand what Maxey was doing, saying that, look, you're late all the time, you're late to practice, you're late to the meetings, things of that nature. And is reflecting on the team. By him saying that in a meeting setting with everybody around, sometimes it's not going to be received. And I understand that Joel Embiid is one of those individuals that like to call other people out too. And so, especially when you know that this young man has checked out. Joel Embiid, to me, has checked out. And why I say that is this. This man fought very vigorously throughout all his career trying to make it to an NBA championship. He has one MVP when he should have had two MVPs under his belt. He has not yet been to an NBA championship. And so when he's looking at the time and he's looking at his age and how long he's been playing in the league, then he goes to play in the USA Olympics. And this young man sees all this greatness around him, and he has the taste of winning. He had tasted how winning felt as one of the Olympic team's players. And he wants that for himself, but he knows that his body cannot handle an 82-game season, and he can't do it by himself. So at this particular time, Maxie, I understand you calling him out in practice or in your meeting, but also understand a person's where they're at. Also understand that sometimes a person can't take what they dish out, meaning that even though Joel Embiid calls other people out, sometimes he may not be able to handle the medication going down. Now, I'm not saying that Maxie was wrong. I just think that he could have did it in a different way where everybody was not around, because that can destroy not only the locker room, but the person that is coming that you're talking to, like Joel Embiid, can be like, you know what, I'm done. I can go somewhere else. And so, with that being said, fly Eagles fly. Niners, your boys done flip the script on you, Niners. That's sad, but that's okay. Niners, I hope y'all get healthy and prove Wayne and Charles wrong. With that being said, thank y'all for watching FOST. I'm your host, Aaron Flowers, along with Wade Wilson. We had a beautiful segment. See y'all on next Saturday. Peace.